I need to get a message out there to Hakeem Jefferies and Chuck Schumer. If anybody's connected up like that, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. I don't have those kind of connections right now, you know. I'm working on it. I ain't there. But if any of y'all's connected up like that and can do that, you can. Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the hell out of that. I just, it's important, okay? Listen, Hakeem, Chucky, listen, you probably noticed that Krasnoff there, Donald F. and Trump, carried himself up there to the Walter Reed Hospital yesterday, you know. Get them skin skirts looked at, them cankles that he's got going on. And probably amongst other things, you know, because he's got problems and he knows he's got problems. And we all know he's got problems too, because you can tell by the way that it is, you know, that he looks like he was found floating belly up in a river that had been out there for 6 days in the sunlight, you know. It just kind of looks like that, smells like that. So anyway, so he knows he's got problems, so he carried himself up there to the Walter Reeds to have them problems looked at on him, you know. And I thought, well, that's pretty responsible of him to do that. And I was like, I'm proud of you, Krasnoff, for doing that right there. And I was just thinking, he's kind of leading by example right there. And Hakeem and Chucky, I got to thinking about the two of you, you know. Look, you can go up there to the doctors and get them things looked at that you got going on, the medical problems. It don't make you a sissy. Plus, you got all that free health care and stuff that we're paying for to give to you. We'd like to have some of that too, you know. And you tell us all the time how you'd like to give it to us. It don't feel like it. It don't feel like it. But anyway, that's not why I'm talking to you. The thing is you need to get up there to the doctors and get these problems worked on so that we can start communicating better again and stuff. Your lips. You know it's your lips. Look, you don't have to be in denial, okay? Just because your lips ain't working don't mean you're a sissy, all right? You've got like lip paralysis or something like that. That's what it is. Or the connection between your lips and your brain's broken on it, what it is. And I thought maybe if you went up there to the doctors, you know, and get it looked at, that they'd start working again. So your lips are fine? Or, well, then it must be your feet then. It's your feet and your ankles and your legs and stuff. Your feet and your ankles can't walk your lips and your face up in front of a camera to tell the American people what's actually going on. That's what it is right there. See, because I figured it had to be some sort of big medical issue, the reason why you couldn't do that, because I see that Speaker of the House of Gilead, Commander Mike Johnson, that smarmy son of a bitch can find a camera about a dozen times a day. It's like he just walks around and pulls them right out of his butthole, you know, just, oh, there's a camera, let me shove my face in front of that one. He does that all the time, and then he lies on y'all all the time, and I thought, well, surely that Hakeem and Chucky, that they want to rebuttal this lie, you know, and shut him down on that right there. And you don't never do it. And I'm like, well, anybody with a brain would do that, would shut him right down and prove him wrong right there, you know. So the only reason why you wouldn't be doing it, your lips are broken, is what I was thinking. I was thinking the lips are broken. I never thought about that the ankles and the feet can't carry your lips in your face in front of a camera. But you say all that's right, all that's okay then. So I don't understand. I really don't understand what's going on. You got a problem talking to people? You don't know what to say. What do you mean you don't know what to say? I thought you knew what to say. I just didn't think your lips knew how to say it. No, you tell the people that, hey, if the Republicans wanted to open this government back up, they could do it real easy. You know, lift the filibuster in the Senate. That way it's just a simple majority vote like they've done twice already this year to get legislation passed, and then they put the filibuster back in place. They could do that, and then get the military paid back up, everybody back working again, and government shutdown over, and jack everybody's medical prices up 100%. You know, they could do that. That's the message you tell people, and you could do it 12 times a day, just like that Speaker of the House of Gilead, Commander Mike Johnson, does. He gets out there, like I said, whips the camera out of his butthole and talks to it about 12 times a day. And I'm just trying to figure out why it is that you can't message to the American people, because every time I have seen you open your mouth, a bunch of damn platitudes and bullcrap flies out of it, things that's meaningless to people that they don't want to hear from. You know, now look, now, in your defense, Hakeem, I got to tell you, I was real proud of you the other day whenever you told that Republican congressman to shut the hell up and get out your face. Man, I was impressed. I was like, get him, boy. Get him, get him. I thought you was going to jack his jaw. I wish you had. But anyway, I like that energy right there. I like that, Hakeem. You need to stick with some more of that right there. Now, listen, Chucky, I had never heard you get above 2 decibels, all right? And we got a problem with that. We need people out there fighting for the American people, okay? You sitting down there with your little 2 decibel self ain't doing nothing, all right? We ain't out here, being all politesies and stuff with each other. That ain't what's going on right now, okay? If you ain't been able to figure it out, these people get out there on the cameras and they lie on y'all all the time. They just telling big old fat lies on y'all, and that's why I was saying your lips ain't working. Obviously, your lips ain't working, or you go find the camera and defend on yourself, but you ain't doing that. So it ain't the lips and it ain't the ankles. It's just y'all didn't know what to say. But how the hell y'all running the government up there then? If you don't know what to say, I think that's the problem. You don't have any messaging. Listen, if y'all were tired of doing those jobs you got up there, I can go up there and do it for you. I mean, it ain't that hard, apparently. I can say things. I know how to talk to the American people. Y'all can't talk to them. That's the problem. Look, I'll do both of them. Look, I'll take yours, Hakeem. I'll do your job, and then I'll walk over to the Senate building and do Chucky's job too. I think I could balance both of them because apparently it ain't all that hard. Anyway, look, if it ain't broken lips and broken ankles, then look, what you need to do though is get out there in the cameras and talk to the American people without all the platitudes and bull crap, okay? Because ain't nobody wanting to hear that nonsense, okay? Ain't nobody want to hear that. You got there and tell them the truth about what's going on, which is if the Republicans wanted to open the government, they could do it by lifting the filibuster and passing that budget themselves because they've got the votes and they don't need you. They have the majority. Okay? That's the message, all right? Inmate Trump.